It's MasterChef.
I'm going to do everything I can to win this.
2 expert judges to test them at the highest level.
We're looking for a great amateur cook who can make it as a professional.
Someone who can turn out exceptional food.
I am prepared to put myself on the line.
This is one tough competition.
I've got my eye on the prize and there's just nothing going to stop me.
Whoever wins, it'll change their life. Cooking doesn't get tougher than this.
In this episode, these 6 contestants will all compete for the last remaining quarter-final place. The winner will then be up against this week's 3 other exceptional heat winners in the quarter-final.
Our winner is Simon. It's Julie.
It's Michelle. Congratulations.
But first, they face 3 tough tests. They have to invent a dish from scratch.
The stakes are piling high.
They have to survive the pressure of working in a professional kitchen.
Okay, new order, straight up, 2 rabbits.
And they have to impress the judges with their own recipes.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
All in just 2 days.
40 minutes, 1 plate of food. Let's cook.
It's the quick elimination test. Deciding which 3 stay are judges John Terode
Can you make the grade? Can you be a professional? We're going to find out pretty soon.
and Greg Wallace.
They will not be able to impress us unless they can conquer their nerves.
The contestants have 40 minutes to invent a dish and cook it from any of today's ingredients, including salmon, asparagus, cucumber, red pepper, mange tout, coriander, rice noodles, dill, white wine, cream and sesame seeds. Promotions director Rydian sets himself the highest standards.
I'm hard on myself about my cooking because I seek perfection, and it can always be improved.
Conquering your nerves is important.
Yes.
Have you?
No.
And what are you going to do with that perfectly in season asparagus?
I'm going to sear it in a pan, a seared salmon fillet and a poached egg over the top. Should be rather tasty.
Are you a good enough cook, though? That's the question.
Well, I believe I am, and you'll find out later and you'll tell me, won't you?
Yeah. You seem to be growing in confidence, big man.
After 26 years in the same job, policeman Alistair wants to kickstart a new career in the food industry.
Hello, hello, hello.
I've never heard that one before.
Alistair, a policeman wanting to change their life. Why?
Worked on the beat. I'm now in an office, and it's not pushing me. I need to get out there. I want to be challenged.
My ultimate dream would be to open a restaurant just outside Bristol. There's a lack of restaurants there, and I think I could provide what they want.
Guys, you've had 15 minutes already.
Business graduate Matt has decided that corporate life is not for him.
I want to grab it with both hands. Yeah, I want to go as far as I possibly can in this, and I want to be able to use this as a springboard.
Is this just a little folly for you, a bit of fun?
I want to do a job where, when I look back in 20 years' time, I didn't do it for the money, I didn't do it for the security, I did it because I wanted to do it.
What are you doing on MasterChef? Because you look like you're about 12 years old.
I'm 13.
Halfway, guys.
Emma believes she has what it takes to make it as a professional with her extravagant style of cooking.
I see my cooking as a legal high. It's sort of, you know, do you want a savoury fix? Would you like a sweet fix? Or if you're after some of the really heavy stuff, I'll do you something spicy.
What would you do if you won MasterChef?
I want to open up my own catering business. I want to do home dinner parties for people and posh buffets.
Are you a good enough cook?
Yes, I just hope I get the chance to show you.
Johnny has already given up his career as a bank team manager to pursue his ambitious food dreams.
What do you do for a day job, Johnny?
At the minute, I'm a single father.
Do they think Dad's a fantastic cook?
One of the best.
Obviously, there's a dream here. What's it all about, Johnny?
I've been to so many restaurants now and haven't experienced a good time at all, and I just think I can do that. I want to win MasterChef, ultimately for me and for my kids, my two wonderful kids, and give them some sort of good life where I can go and own, start off my own wee brasserie or a restaurant and bring good food back to Northern Ireland.
5 minutes left.
Lancashire-born Sarah wants to prove she's more than just a home cook.
I'd say I'm quite a traditional cook. However, I do probably give things a bit of a slant, I'd say.
Why are you on here?
I've got loads to learn. I just want an opportunity to go forward, really, and take it on.
In what capacity?
I would like somewhere that sells traditional food, but also maybe an outlet for local providers.
You have 1 minute left.
Time's up. All finished. Down your tools, please.
Perfectionist Rydian is placing his hopes on salmon with sesame, crushed potatoes and asparagus.
I can see that salmon ain't cooked.
I know.
It's all a bit greasy. It tastes of burnt garlic.
I know all of that.
You know all that?
I want to go home now. This is not what happens in my life. That's a disaster. And I just can't tell you how disappointed I am. And it's my own responsibility.
We can see it. We can understand you're pretty upset.
Policeman Alistair hopes he's one step closer to his new career with a dish of salmon with mange tout, asparagus and oriental noodles.
There is a lot going on here. That in itself looks European. Over here, we sort of got Asian noodles.
Your salmon is cooked really nicely and well seasoned, and that is its best attribute. What we do have is very much obviously two dishes.
Yes.
Adventurous cook Emma hopes that her Asian salmon on noodles with pickled cucumber salad is enough to get her through to the next round.
Undercooked salmon, overcooked noodles. The thing is, though, it's flavoured. It's flavoured with soy, it's flavoured with sesame seeds. Cucumber actually is very, very tasty. If you had to cook that salmon properly, it would have actually probably been a very, very good dish.
The flavours are right. At the moment, you are an enigma. Thank you.
Business graduate Matt is banking on steamed salmon on crushed potatoes with red pepper and mange tout.
That should be delivering flavour on three fronts here. And it's not. The asparagus is the one that's prominent. The other two are falling away.
The flavour of the salmon has completely disappeared by being overcooked, but you used your 40 minutes to absolutely work as hard as you possibly could. And that counts for a lot.
Home cook Sarah wants to make an impact with salmon on papillote with herb mash and asparagus.
I love the way you cooked your salmon. Piles and piles of flavour. A lot of what you do looks good.
The flavour and the seasoning inside that parcel is very, very good. But the salmon is so overcooked and got so much butter in it, that is all you get.
I have to consider, when I look at you, whether it is just a case of nerves.
Because it's what I want to do.
All right. You OK?
Sorry.
Father of two Johnny is risking his food dream on a dish of salmon with sauté potatoes, mange tout and asparagus in a white wine and dill sauce.
I do get nice, sweet salmon flavour, and what I really love in there is I get the butter and seasoning on perfectly cooked potatoes.
It is actually a very well done dish. A couple of little tiny tweaks, Johnny, and it could be absolutely superb.
We have 6 cooks, 6 salmons, and 3 places for the next round. Off you go. There is definitely some decent cooks. There's hope. There's also a little bit of despair.
I think a lot of it's going to be about potential.
Johnny may be a decent cook.
The guy actually delivered a really tasty plate of food.
It's been a very exciting process, so it has. Now I've got a feel for it and a taste for it. I want some more.
Let's keep him.
Johnny stays.
Ridian, I haven't seen mistakes pile that high in a long, long time.
It was nowhere near good. It looked like it might be all right.
I couldn't have made any greater a mess of it than I did.
Ridian goes. Johnny in, Ridian out.
I don't think Alistair actually cooks that well.
You couldn't hate it, but in no way was it at all inspiring.
It was 2 dishes on a plate, both dishes under season.
Ridian and Alistair out, Johnny in. I think Sarah should go through.
I don't know. Was she trying to impress us with her technique? Because, yes, that worked, but she worked very hard to achieve very little.
She's a bag of nerves, but the way she did the fish was right. The potatoes was the right idea. I'm telling you, that lady cooks.
OK, Sarah's in.
Now, we have to make a decision between Matt and Emma. Who do you want?
Look, Matt went through lots of processes. I know it didn't quite work for him, but every single thing he did, he considered.
There was nothing on that dish that stood out. Most certainly, and most importantly, not flavour.
But he worked so hard, and he's got so much promise. Emma.
Well, her noodle and fish is nigh on disastrous. And her flavourings are nigh on perfect. That is an enigma to me.
I'm just hoping they see that little something in me that will make them put me through.
Who's going to be then?
Oh. We have made our decision.
Johnny. Well done. You had to cook again. Ridian. Alistair. Sorry, gentlemen, you're leaving us. Thank you. Sarah. Well done, you're staying with us. So, Matt or Emma? Congratulations, Emma. You get another chance. Sorry, Matt. Thank you.
To actually have got through this most awful first round, I'm just over the moon.
I wasn't expecting to go through, but I have, and it's great, brilliant. I'm absolutely buzzing.
I'm not an emotional guy, but I'm half an onion away from crying, so
For the moment, they can relax. But tomorrow, the pressure is on as they face 2 more daunting tests. It's early morning on day 2, and the contestants arrive at Brummus, a northern Italian restaurant in the heart of London. Today, they'll be working under the watchful eye of head chef Roger Sargent.
Welcome to Brummus. A busy day for you today. We've got about 50 on the books, so we better get to it. OK.
Lunchtime service begins, and the orders are soon flooding in.
OK, new order. We've got 2 scallops.
Yes, chef.
Lancashire-born Sarah gets off to a great start with her dish of scallops, bacala fritters, tuna belly mayonnaise and baby leaf salad. She immediately impresses the chef, producing 2 perfect plates of food.
2 scallops away.
OK, Sarah, good start. Well done. You can keep that up. We'll do great.
Thank you.
OK, new order. 2 buckwheat gnocchi and 1 rabbit special.
Yeah, chef.
Johnny is making buckwheat gnocchi with fontina cheese and primo cabbage with sage and tallagio butter.
How long for the gnocchi?
I'll be ready in less than 1 minute, chef.
From the start, he's having trouble keeping up with the chef's exacting demands.
Gnocchi up.
Just make sure you're still building it up in layers, OK? Yeah, last one is falling apart. Yeah. OK, new order. 1 rabbit special, 1 tortelloni.
Yes, chef.
Adventurous Emma is in charge of roast loin of rabbit, polenta pie and braised lentils.
Checked it, you happy, it's cooked?
Yes,
So it needs to go back another 1-2 minutes.
But she's having trouble cooking her dishes properly. It's midway through service and Sarah is rising to the challenge. Her nerves from yesterday have disappeared and she's thriving under the pressure, turning out plate after plate of great food.
Pop it into lift 1 and just send it up. Main away on table 1. New order, 3 special gnocchi. That's the buckwheat gnocchi. Johnny, it's a VIP table. Make sure it comes out exactly as the first one, yeah?
The VIP table is waiting, but head chef Roger is not happy with the plates.
Johnny, how many pieces did we say at the start? Okay, so I need a couple of extra bits on there. If you're going to run out, you need to tell me you're going to run out. Yeah. Don't do something about it. Don't start putting less, because people are still paying the same amount of money.
Yeah. I think I've messed up a couple of orders. Just feeling under pressure a wee bit.
Okay, new order, straight up, 2 rabbits. It's you, Emma, please.
Yes, chef.
Emma has finally got to grips with her rabbit dish and is beginning to plate up like a professional.
Okay.
Yes, chef.
That's it, perfect.
I really am loving it. I've given it my best shot. Given more opportunities, it would obviously improve.
Right, that's it. Thank you very much. Sarah, can you just give a hand to Adrian on the larder section doing some octopus, please?
Meanwhile, head chef Roger is so impressed by Sarah that he gives her an extra dish to prepare.
Finding it really enjoyable. I'm learning lots of new things already and it's just fantastic.
And she still produces excellent dishes of her own.
Check that, chef, please.
Excellent.
After a frantic service, the contestants can finally rest as John and Greg meet head chef Roger to find out how they got on.
Really tough service, central London. Were they better or worse than you thought they were going to be?
They're actually all much better than I thought they were going to be.
And what about service? How was Sarah?
Sarah was great. I mean, we showed her 1 dish and that was it. It was consistent from there on in. No problems at all. Just find it so easy. She was helping out in the other section. Very interesting.
How about Emma?
A little bit slow to start. She didn't quite know how to fit in. But once she kind of got into the swing of it, she knew her dishes. She was getting involved, asking lots of questions.
How about Big Johnny?
Kind of lost it a little bit in the middle. Some of his dishes weren't looking quite how they should be. He was worried he was running out of mise en place, so he started putting less on the plate, which we had to go back and tell him, no, you need to still make it the same.
If you had to work beside one of these guys again, which one would you choose?
I think I'd go with Sarah, purely because I know I can show her something, and I'm pretty sort of 95% certain it will come consistently the same afterwards.
Now they're straight back to MasterChef HQ to cook their best 2-course meal. Yesterday, Emma just scraped through, but proved she could cope under pressure. Can she now show her adventurous style is worthy of a quarter-final place? Lancashire-born Sarah's nerves almost got the better of her, but she excelled in the restaurant. Can she continue to keep her nerves at bay and walk away the winner? Full-time dad Johnny failed to impress in the pro kitchen, but he sailed through the Invention test. He now has to cook the meal of his life to secure any chance of victory.
You're about to show to us what you believe good food is all about.
Let's cook.
They have just 1 hour to cook a 2-course meal of their own design. Only one of them will win a place in the quarter-final.
OK, tell us what you're going to make for us.
A monkfish wrap and a champagne and tarragon cream sauce. And then for pudding, I'm making a banana and coconut bread and butter pudding.
Are you going to show us today that you can actually cook, not just flavour?
I am going to show you that I can cook and hopefully prove to you that there's so much more to come.
Emma has got some quite exciting food.
Bread and butter pudding. If that comes out looking as gorgeous as it sounds, I'm going to stick my whole head in it.
Johnny is making a rustic meal of trout rillette with pea shoot salad and duck with parsnip cream and orange gravy.
What sort of cook are you, Johnny?
Ever improving. Every day should be a learning experience for everybody, and I've learned loads in 2 days. I think I can learn even more.
Who are you doing this for?
I'm doing this for me and my 2 kids.
rillette, a rough pate. If that's flavoured well, it will be just elegant and absolutely delicious.
Flavours the second one, duck, parsnip and orange, bitter and sweet. I reserve judgment. You're halfway. You've had half an hour. What are you cooking, Sarah?
I'm doing rack of lamb with lavender, hot pot style potatoes.
What's the dessert?
It's a strawberry mousse with balsamic vinegar and rose water.
And balsamic and rose water together, what does that do?
All I can say is I've tried it. I think it works all right, and hopefully when you taste it, you might be surprised.
Have you got enough time to get this done, Sarah, the way you want it?
I should be OK if I can get on with it.
What worries me about Sarah is her nerves, which means that your timing won't get right, that things won't be cooked properly.
Why do we want balsamic and rose water with a strawberry mousse? I don't know. I have no idea. That's uncharted waters for me. Finishing touches now, 1 minute left. Time's up, guys.
Will Emma's adventurous style pay off with monkfish wrap with cauliflower puree and a champagne and tarragon cream sauce, followed by a coconut and banana bread and butter pudding?
Your fish feels watery. I can't crown it a great dish, neither can I say it's a disaster.
I quite like the concept. I like the way it's been presented. You're either an absolute master at blending flavours or you're a risky girl.
You're going to bring in your pudding? I think that looks fantastic. Not quite, because it's banana. Such a strong flavour that bullies the soft almonds and the coconut out of it.
The idea, I applaud, really. The way in which you're doing stuff, Emma, it just shows a sign of somebody who really thinks about what they're doing.
Johnny's dream of a quarter-final place rests on a starter of brown trout rillette with a pea shoot salad, followed by duck breast with a parsnip cream and orange gravy.
It's quite velvety, but it hasn't delivered on that full fish flavour that I thought I was going to get out of it.
So subtle, it's almost disappearing. I like it, it does need more flavour.
From starter to main course, the first thing that gets you is that lovely, creamy, delicious parsnip puree, but then right at the last minute I think, oh no, there's not that much flavour in there from the orange. There's just this subtleness of orange again. Fantastic. Fantastic.
I get no orange tang at all, which I think is a shame. But what I do get, I really like.
Can you take your food up one more step and really deliver the flavour you need to deliver, Johnny?
I'm here to learn and to develop and to go up a scale every time I hopefully get through this competition, which is what I want to do.
Sarah has cooked lamb with hot pot potatoes and spinach, and a strawberry mousse with rose water and balsamic vinegar.
This lamb is far too rare for me. Your style, I think, is honest, and it's bold, and it's good. Flavour of good lamb. Black pudding comes in, steaming in, but this is an issue.
You've cooked very well. Most of the stuff is cooked very well. But the lamb will always sit for a long time on the side, get in the oven, get it cooked.
We're going to bring in this pudding. I don't taste balsamic, but I guess it's adding to the deep, deep sweetness.
It's just a little teeny bit marinated in the strawberries.
That's clever. I really, really love that.
Thank you very much.
It's a good mousse.
Thank you.
It's a very good mousse.
Thank you. We'll get you back in as soon as we can. Off you go.
Quarterfinal place at stake. We know what people had to do today. We've got some strong cooks in this room.
We are in that strange position where we have strength and weakness in equal measure through all three.
The person who had the most to prove today was definitely Emma. Not only can she pack flavour into food, as she did yesterday, but she can actually cook things well. Her fish was cooked beautifully.
Emma's fish didn't really work for me. I didn't understand why I didn't have a crispy outside with my ham. The fish was a bit watery.
But technically, it was quite an interesting dish, and it is out of her own mind.
Pudding was a lovely idea. She packed it with so much robust sweet banana, it just knocks it sideways.
I think she does try to pack lots of flavour into her food. I think, actually, she's got lots of potential. Shall we talk about Johnny? That trout rillette, that rough pate, it was the trout that didn't have the flavour in it.
It didn't deliver enough flavour.
His duck, however, I thought was brilliant. But that orange sauce should have been a plenty rather than just an essence, as he called it. But everything was done so well, presented beautifully, cooked very well.
The approach doesn't need refining. It's the flavour that needs to be squeezed into there.
He knows what he wants. It's just a matter of whether it is enough to make him a quarterfinalist. Let's talk about Sarah.
I like Sarah right from the start. She showed promise for me. And she had a very, very strong kitchen round. Very strong.
I was concerned about her nerves today. It was the one thing I thought was going to let her down.
That lamb was atrocious.
The cooking in the first instance is the most important part. You have to serve lamb which is cooked. That's simple. But Sarah is a girl who's been concentrating on technique, studying the lamb and making these little potatoes and that real technical strawberry mousse.
That dessert was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It was light, it was bursting with strawberry flavour, really sweet. The balsamic must have given it that. But it was that hint of rose water. That was a dreamy hint.
So, they've all got strengths, they've all got weaknesses. Who will it be? And our quarterfinalist is Johnny. Congratulations.
Oh, well done. Okay, well done.
I think I did well, yeah. Just wasn't enough, was it?
So pleased, my heart is just going like that.
Not sure where I go from here with my food dream. It's certainly not going to stop me cooking because it's something I enjoy and love.
Pure ecstasy. It is a life-changing few minutes here.
Johnny's place is secure for now, but in the morning he'll be back for the next daunting stage.